In an old house in Paris, all covered with vines, lived 12 little girls in 2 straight lines.
Voilà, my scar!
They left the house at 9:30. In 2 straight lines. In rain and shine. The smallest one was Madeline. In Paris, one of the greatest joys is visiting the shops of toys. There were trains and cars and cuckoo clocks, bears and bunnies, piles of blocks.
Oh, Miss Clavel, may we go in the shop and see the toys?
Oui, please, Miss Clavel.
Well, I suppose so, but only to look, not to buy.
Once in the shop, the girls went wild. Toys can do that to a child.
No, you cannot ride on that! Allez, Bob! Next stop is the zoo! What?
Now, you little girls, calm down. I am so sorry. The girls were only playing.
Look at my beautiful store and my hairdo! We are sorry. Please forgive us.
Apologies were said once more, and the girls all headed out the door,
Phew!
leaving the poor clerk on the floor. Outside, the girls just had to gape at the dolls of every size and shape.
What fun you can have with a doll like me!
Silly Madeline, you are fun as a girl.
But a doll is the perfect friend.
Not as perfect as a real little girl. Now come, mes enfants. I have a surprise for you.
A little man raced down the stairs. His moustache had some orange hair.
Ah, Miss Clavel, at last you arrive. And these must be your beautiful girls.
Bonjour! Bonjour!
And so well behaved.
Well, most of the time.
I hope it will be satisfactory to take a tour of my toy factory.
Is it true?
I cannot believe it.
Will we see them make dolls?
Oh, we, of course. And other wonderful toys, too.
But nothing is as wonderful as a doll.
Allons-y, mes amis.
Look out, Madeline.
Hey!
The girls could not believe their eyes, for in each new room, a new surprise. And the biggest toy of all was a giant bouncing ball.
Oh, Madeline! Look out!
Do not worry, Miss Clavel. I will not let your girls bounce away.
Then Monsieur Larue said,
Before you bounce right off the walls, perhaps you would like to dress some dolls?
Dress dolls.
Certainement!
Oui, allons-y!
Then in a moment, in a snap, each girl had a beautiful doll in her lap.
I will be outside talking to Monsieur Larue. Now you girls behave.
And do not touch that conveyor belt, s'il vous plaît, or you may wind up in a box.
A box?
And on a delivery truck.
Do not worry, Miss Clavel. We will be careful.
12 little girls were left to play while the two old friends chatted away.
Voila! My doll!
Très jolie, Madeline. She looks just like you.
Now guess which one is the doll. Hide your eyes. Now you may look.
Which one is the real Madeline?
I fooled you, Chloe. Me and my doll, we would dance the can-can. Me and my doll on the Isle of Man. That's me and my doll. Me and my doll will have a tea party. Me and my doll with the Saint Bernardi. That's me and my doll. Eyes that move, knees that bend, I'll dress her up. She is my friend. Me and my doll, I'll give her a hairdo. Me and my doll, a high up in the air do. For me and my doll. Eyes that move, knees that bend, I'll dress her up. She is my friend. That's me and my doll.
Careful, Madeline. Do not go near the conveyor belt.
Do not worry, Chloe.
Pirouetting little twirls, the dolls danced with the happy girl.
Ah!
She stood up once, but then she flipped
Oops!
and was soon all boxed up to be shipped.
Miss Clavel, come tout de suite. Madeline is gone.
It was just as Miss Clavel had feared. Madeline had disappeared. She was packed in a box and out the door and on her way to a big toy store. Everybody had to cry. Not a single eye was dry.
I'm a doll.
Said Madeline with a giggle as she gave her toes a wiggle. The streets of Paris are quite bumpy, and Madeline got a little jumpy. On the other side of Paris, in a great big chateau, a girl named Giselle was feeling quite low.
Well, Dr. Cohn, how is my little Giselle?
Dr. Cohn showed his concern and said,
What our Giselle needs least is bed. Her fever is gone and she is getting stronger every day. But she needs something to lift her spirits so she can fully recover.
I don't know what else to get her. Giselle already has everything a girl could want.
What this little girl needs is a sunny day and some friends to share it with.
But she has no friends.
A big truck screeched to a short stop as Madeline arrived at the toy shop.
Très jolie. What a beautiful doll and so realistic.
Soon Madeline was on the shelf between a pony and an elf.
Merci. And she curtsies and says thank you.
This was the best game she had ever played. So she continued her charade. And in no time, someone thought it pleasant to purchase Madeline as a present. Moments after Madeline was bought, the group of girls raced in, distraught.
Vite, vite, mes petites! We will find her here, I am sure.
The clerk wrote the name of Madeline's owner.
And if you like to, you may phone her. Merci beaucoup. No?
Miss Clavel dialed the number in a tizzy, but alas, the line was busy. Madeline's box bumped to and fro as they reached a large chateau. Hoping to give Giselle's spirit a lift, Yvette presented her with the gift.
Bonsoir, ma petite chou.
Bonsoir, maman.
I have a surprise for you, Giselle.
Another doll?
Voila, a new friend. I will be up soon to get you for supper.
Madeline!
Do not worry, jeune fille. Monsieur Leroux and I will be back with Madeline before you go to bed. Vite! Vite!
Clearly, something was not right as the taxi screeched through town that night. And afraid of a disaster, Miss Clavel said,
Please, go faster!
until Monsieur Larue said,
Please, be careful how you drive. We'd like to reach Madeline alive.
What do you think, Teddy? Shall we call her Yvette after Maman?
Things went off without a hitch until Madeline felt an itch.
Did you scratch your nose? You are almost real.
As Madeline walked across the floor, Giselle cried out,
Encore! Encore! You are the most wonderful doll, Yvette. Other children will not play with me because I cannot run and jump like them.
Madeline thought, that looks sweet. Then remembered that real dolls cannot eat. In the old house, tears were shed as the girls sat down to break their bread.
We love our bread, we love our butter, but most of all, we love Madeline!
Quelle surprise! What a shock! This doll could dance as well as walk.
I am so happy, Yvette. Now I have a friend.
Then Madeline was placed up on a shelf, left in the dark room all by herself. Then in a moment of great elation, the taxi arrived at its destination. All along, it was expected that Madeline would soon be detected. Madeline felt quite relieved, but Giselle felt she had been deceived. Her new favorite doll, her bonne amie, was no more than a fantasy.
Please understand, I am a real little girl. My name is Madeline, and I want to go home. But it was really fun being your doll.
Ah, Giselle, I will come back tomorrow with a new doll and a whole trunk full of beautiful clothes. Au revoir.
Au revoir. Now I've lost my only friend.
Oh, Madeline, we are so glad you're back.
We, Madeline! thank goodness you are here. We were so worried. We love our bread, we love our butter, but most of all, we love each other.
Back at home, the girls broke their bread and brushed their teeth and went to bed.
Bonne nuit, mes petites. Sleep well and be thankful we are all together again.
Bonne nuit, Miss Lavelle.
Monsieur Larue did what he said. He brought a doll, some clothes, and a bed.
Voila, Giselle.
But nothing could cheer up Giselle or help her broken heart get well.
Come, Giselle, and have a tea party with this beautiful doll.
No, Mama. I miss Madeline. She would have played in the garden with me.
Perhaps, but she is not here now. Oh, please eat your breakfast, ma chérie. It will give you more energy to play.
Please eat your breakfast, ma chérie. It will give you more energy to play.
Although the day was bright with sun, Madeline could not have fun. Deep in her heart, she felt a pain. Giselle's sad face came to mind again.
I did not want to hurt Giselle. I was only playing a game.
I know, ma chérie.
She was so much fun at tea parties, and she could even dance when she tried.
Before another word was said, a plot brewed in Miss Clavelle's head. As if Madeline read her mind, she decided it would be kind to see the girl she left behind.
We are here to play with a picnic to brighten Giselle's day.
And I liked playing with Giselle so much that I brought my 11 friends.
Oh, Giselle will be so happy. Giselle, there is someone here to see you.
Madeline! Come, Giselle. There is a surprise for you outside. Surprise? Outside?
Outside, there was a delicious spread. Bonbons, berries, cheese, and bread, and some hungry girls waiting to be fed. Bonjour, bonjour, they said in greeting, and with that began their eating. They finished eating, and before they knew it, Giselle was playing. She could do it.
Oh, I have never seen Giselle so happy. You are so kind to come here.
Ah, but you must thank Madeline. She is the one who thought to visit with all the girls.
They laughed all day, feeling quite cheery,
And so, the beautiful princess and the
until evening came and they got weary.
and lived happily ever after.
I am so happy to be your friend, Giselle. And Miss Clavel said we can come back to play again. I am glad you are not a doll, Madeline.
Then Madeline asked if it was all right for Giselle to come and stay the night.
Oh, please, may I, Maman?
Oui, ma chérie.
Au revoir!
Goodbye. See you tomorrow.
When I come home, will we play outside more often, Maman?
Oui, oui, we will.
Back at home, they skipped their bread, but they brushed their teeth and went to bed. Then Miss Clavel kissed each one on the head.
I am very proud of you, Madeline. You made someone very happy today.
I am happy too, Miss Clavel, because now I have a new friend.
Bonne nuit, mes enfants. Good night, my children. Could they be asleep already? Oh, mes enfants. How glad I am that you are real little girls.
And she turned out the light, and she closed the door. And that's all there is. There isn't any more. In an old house in Paris that was covered with vines, lived 12 little girls in 2 straight lines. They left the house at 9:30 in 2 straight lines. In rain or shine.
10, 11, 12.
The smallest one was Madeline. On a windy day in early fall, Miss Clavel said,
Let us not go outside at all.
Oh, we cannot stay inside. S'il vous plaît, Miss Clavel.
but the girls were set to go to the zoo, so they wrapped up in scarves, red, green, and blue, and headed down the avenue. The wind was blowing everywhere. It blew them to the polar bear. And to the tiger turning blue. Madeline could only say,
Achoo!
Tout sweet, my darlings. We must go home.
The girls lined up, all set to go, when Chloe exclaimed,
Where is my chapeau?
We must find it.
Where could it be?
They searched high and they searched low. Where the hat had gone, they did not know.
We must count it lost. I am sorry, Chloe. Now, allons-y.
But Chloe's cap was only the start. More and more things began to depart.
My shoes! Where have they gone?
My brand new mittens. Have you seen them, Pepito?
Your very handsome red ones? My sock! It is gone! Who took it?
Just as Miss Clavel had feared, so many things have disappeared.
Really, little girls, you are getting so absent-minded. Oh, my goat! It was here yesterday. Where could it be? Do not laugh, mes petites. How could this occur?
But the answer to that was left unsaid. So they sat down and broke their bread.
We love our bread, we love our butter, but most of all, we love each other.
And brushed their teeth and went to bed.
Bonne nuit, little girls. I hope you sleep well.
Bonne nuit, dear Miss Clavel.
Then Miss Clavel turned out the light. But tonight there was no pillow fight, for the little girls had a terrible fright.
What is that? What is that? Oh no! It is only Madeline. It is one of her tricks.
Excusez-moi, Danielle, but how can that be me when I am right here next to you? It is Miss Clavel.
Little girls, I heard a strange noise.
We want to see. What can it be?
Shh, shh, shh. There it is again, mes petites.
It is coming from the attic. We must go and see.
11 little girls all hid in fright, afraid to find the awful sight that made the creaky noise that night.
No, not me. I will not go up there.
But Miss Clavel and Madeline refused to scare. They hurried off to find the noise upstairs. The attic was a scary place. They tiptoed in with solemn grace. And when they entered, they cried,
Eek!
'cause something in the room went creak.
Do you hear it? Regardez, something is there. Oh, it is just the window screen.
Then Madeline's eyes grew wide with fright, for someone had been there that night.
Miss Clavel, quick! Look here! Our old winter clothing has all disappeared!
Shh!
Look! Voila! There he is!
Miss Clavel held Madeline very tight as the robber slipped away that night. Miss Clavel called Detective Moreau. He searched the house both high and low. But in the end, he had to leave without a clue about the thief. No one in the house slept well, not the girls, the dog, or Miss Clavel. The next morning, as they were awaking, the little girls were still a-shaking.
Mes amis, do not stand there quaking. We must catch the thief.
But Madeline, what can we do?
Mais oui!
We are only small girls. He is a very big thief.
I will catch Monsieur Thief.
But how?
I know exactly what to do. I will follow every clue.
He stole my hat, he stole my glove.
He stole my coat, the one I love.
Look out, my friends, he's back for more. His shadow's coming through the door. Call the captain, call the chief. I will catch that awful thief. I will follow every clue till we capture you. Know who?
He stole my scarf, he stole my shoe.
He stole my earmuffs, they were new.
Look out, my friends, he's back for more. His shadow's coming through the door. Call the captain, call the chief. I will catch that awful thief. I will follow every clue till we capture you. Know who?
He's still our garden and our house.
He'll steal some cheese from Guy the Mouse.
Look out, my friends, he's back for more. His shadow's coming through the door.
Call the captain, call the chief. We will catch that awful thief. We will follow every clue till we capture you. No, we But Madeline, what will you do first?
Pepito admired my missing mittens. I wonder.
Because Pepito liked Madeline's mittens, he was now under suspicion.
This is just the sort of bad joke Pepito might play.
It's Madeline's
voice.
That's right.
Bonjour. May I speak with Pepito, s'il vous plaît?
But Madeline was in for a surprise when she saw the strange hat Pepito had devised.
I do not believe my eyes. What is that thing on your head?
I missed the bad hat. Someone has taken it.
Oh no! Someone has taken the bad hat? This thief has no taste.
Not just the bad hats, we have lost coats and mittens and scarves and boots. Have you been losing things too?
Excusez-moi, Pepito. I hate to admit it, but I suspected you.
There wasn't any time to waste to catch the thief with the bad taste.
Do you care to join us, Pepito?
Claro! Of course I do!
And so began their investigation, starting with a neighborhood interrogation. Madeline asked,
Have you lost anything at all? Anything that is large or small?
then she replied, my glove, my shawl.
Bonjour, monsieur! Have you lost anything in the last few days?
The man said, my belt, my vest, and my best berets. Things were missing from every block, from the horse's shoes to the milkman's socks. Madeline thought and thought about the thief. She had been wrong in her belief.
Madeline, what is wrong?
Oh, Pepito, I have made a terrible mistake. Now I know it really happened.
Huh?
She rushed in and rang Danton 6-3.
Detective Moreau, come quickly. Oui.
Madeline explained her miscalculation and the need for a new explanation.
So many burglaries can't be the work of one thief, but many thieves, Detective Moreau. 10, 20, maybe even 40.
Oui, certainement, that explains it. This is where the thieves have struck.
There were marks on buildings and marks on docks. It looked like the map had chicken pox. Detective Moreau was so very pleased, he made Madeline and Pepito his deputies. And so together they went around, following clues till the thieves were found. They talked to people all over the city, from the Eiffel Tower to streets less pretty. They came so close, but the thieves got away. They began to lose their hope that day. They went up and down and all around, and still the mystery did confound.
These terrible thieves must be run aground.
They walked all day till it was dark, and then they reached a little park.
Let us sit down and think what to do.
This is dreadful. We have run out of clues.
With no clues left, what could they do? Their search for robbers was, alas, all through. But when things had reached their very worst, Madeline was the one who saw it first.
Pepito, Detective Moreau, look!
I cannot believe what I see!
It is the bad hat.
To which Pepito replied,
It is true, there is no other.
Oh, Detective Moreau, this is splendid.
Oh, oui, oui. Perhaps at last we will catch one of the thieves.
Who dare to wear Pepito's bad hat?
Pepito? Who is Pepito?
to which Pepito replied,
I am Pepito, you bad bandito. Your life as a thief is now finito.
But I am not a thief.
Then why are you wearing his bad hat?
This is his bad hat? I will gladly give it back. Voila!
Who are you? Where do you live?
My home? This pelk? This bench? This limb? Wherever I happen to be right now.
Where did you get the bad hat?
On the hat tree, of course, where I will find a nozzle.
Wait, come back!
We must follow her.
Though the girl was very little, she was faster than a fiddle. was late and getting dark as they followed the girl deep into the park. They were just about to end their spree when they came upon a great big tree.
Regarde, Pepito, regarde!
On one branch were coats and mittens, scarves and tights and other knittens. There were capes and gloves and sweaters. Some were old and some much better.
Look, so many clothes!
This hat. This is a good hat.
But who could have brought all these clothes together?
I do not know. But if we wait, I bet we will find out.
Soon the threesome were quite alone. The autumn wind began to moan. The giant trees began to groan, and all felt fears they'd never known.
I want to go home.
There is nothing to fear, my boy. Just a little lightning.
Of course we cannot leave, Pepito. Not until we've caught the 40 thieves.
The night grew long, the night grew frightening. There was rain and hail and so much lightning. But all of it could not compare to what came flying through the air.
Pepito! Detective Moreau! Look up there!
That is it. I'm off to bed. We must run away while we can. Let me go, por favor.
Wait, Pepito! Listen!
Pepito listened, then let out a cry.
It is a bird, the sly magpie.
Then Madeline cried, my word, for her 40 thieves were only birds.
You birds only wanted to help the needy. You are really heroes.
They danced with the birds for almost an hour, then headed for home in a pretty snow shower.
Madeline, I was so worried. Now come inside where it is warm.
Dear Miss Clavel, there was no need for worry. I have a message for you from the 40 thieves. We all have clothes in our closets we do not wear. Let us give them to people who can use them.
So all over the neighborhood, in houses, in stores, people gathered up old clothing, their gifts for the poor. The birds picked up the clothing and flew away. Then the birds took Madeline on a special flight. They climbed and soared to incredible heights, and Madeline saw the most wonderful sights.
Oh, Madeline, please be careful.
The girls went home and broke their bread.
We love our bread, we love our butter, but most of all, we love each other.
And brushed their teeth and went to bed. And Miss Clavel said,
Sweet dreams, sleep tight. I do not expect the thieves tonight.
Now we can have a pillow fight!
They ran back and forth upon the floor. And that's all there is. There isn't anymore. In an old house in Paris that was covered with vines lived 12 little girls in 2 straight lines. They left the house at 9:30 in 2 straight lines. The smallest one was Madeline. And never very far away was Genevieve, the one-time stray, who'd rescued Madeline one day. In the back of the house, a garden grew, with flowers purple, pink, and blue. There were rows of cabbage, rows of peas, and giant, shady chestnut trees. With Miss Clavel, they planted seeds and watered, hoed, and pulled the weeds.
Thanks to you, mes petites, we have the loveliest garden in all of Paris. And we have qualified for the Belle Paris Garden Tour.
As one spring day turned into night, Miss Clavel said,
Something is not right.
The lovely garden was a mess, and Miss Clavel was in distress.
Our garden! Our lovely garden!
The yard, once clean and neat and green, alive with daffodil and bean, was the biggest mess you've ever seen.
Our beautiful vegetables! Our beautiful flowers! And our beautiful vines! Who could have done such a thing?
And so, at the old house, not so covered with vines, they viewed the disaster in 2 straight lines. Along with Pepito, the boy from next door, they all pondered the sight that made their eyes sore.
Mes enfants, do any of you know who has ruined our magnificent garden?
No, Miss Clavel. But I am sure the perpetrator left some clues.
And being the experienced detectives that we are, we will catch the culprit. Mira, Madeline, there are holes everywhere.
And here is a trail of footprints.
Madeline thought it would not hurt to follow that long trail of dirt.
Come, Pepito, viens.
It leads inside the house.
The trail led down the basement stairs. A set of prints, often in pairs, continued in between 2 chairs.
Regarde, Pepito, the footprints end here.
Mira, Madeline.
Boots and roots.
And hats and bats.
Who could have brought all these things here?
Then, sleeping soundly like a log, they saw Genevieve, the beloved dog. Madeline found it hard to believe that the culprit could be Genevieve.
Look at this, our missing croquet set.
And Miss Clavel's old leather gloves.
ein Richelin's Guide to Vacant Lots in Paris.
Genevieve, did you bury all these things and then dig them up? Mais pourquoi? But why? To protect these treasures from other dogs? Oh, Genevieve.
So, as the sunny day unfolded, Genevieve was leashed and scolded.
Genevieve, what you have done is not right. You will stay here in the back and no digging. Comprends-tu?
But just as soon as the clock struck 10, Genevieve began to dig again.
Huh? Oh, dear. Genevieve! I told you no more digging.
Miss Clavel stopped. She made not a sound as she looked at the object that lay in the ground. Could this really be something that Genevieve found?
Genevieve, what is this? Where did you get it?
Everyone pondered the remarkable sight. It was smooth, it was heavy, and a creamy off-white.
What could it be?
We will have to call a special scientist to find out what it is.
So Miss Clavel dialed Danton 36 to call a paleontologist.
Bonjour!
Bonjour, monsieur.
This is Dr. Le Fossil, mes petites. He is a paleontologist.
What is a paleontologist, Miss Clavel?
Paleontologists study the times before people lived by digging up old things.
And you say you have made a significant discovery behind this house?
It was not I, it was Genevieve.
Oh, Genevieve is a very talented young lady.
She is not exactly a lady.
This is Genevieve.
But this is a beast, not a paleontologist.
Pardonnez-moi, monsieur, but this beast is the best paleontologist in all of Paris.
Monsieur Le Fossil, can you determine what this is? Oh!
Oui, mademoiselle. It is a Stegosaurus thigh bone.
A Stegosaurus thigh bone? Oh, dear.
The giant thigh bone was a classic from ancient times known as Jurassic.
Genevieve has dug up a Stegosaurus thigh bone. Incroyable.
What is a stegosaurus?
A large dinosaur with lots of scales and plates.
Oh!
A large dinosaur?
With lots of scales and plates?
So many million years ago, much more than you can count, there were gigantic lizards here, a very large amount. Some stomped around on 2 big feet, some galloped on all fours. The earth was full of lots of them, they were the dinosaurs.
The earth was full of lots of them, they were the dinosaurs.
Some gobbled up each other, some chewed on only plants. Some of them were 50 times the size of elephants. They couldn't say their ABCs, but they had scary roars. The earth was full of lots of them, they were the dinosaurs.
The earth was full of lots of them, they were the dinosaurs. Dinosaurs, dinosaurs, big and tall. They make the Eiffel seem a trifle small. Dinosaurs, dinosaurs, big and tall. They make the Eiffel seem a trifle small.
Today, paleontologists, they dig up dino bones. The fossils lie beneath the ground, they almost look like stones. Now try your best to say their names, the greatest of all shows.
Diplodocus.
Ankylosaurus.
Iguanodon.
The earth was full of lots of them, they were the dinosaurs.
The earth was full of lots of them, they were the dinosaurs. Dinosaurs, dinosaurs, big and tall. They make the Eiffel
Eiffel.
They made the Eiffel. Cement trifle small.
Hoping to find other bones just as big, Dr. Le Fossil organized a dig. The next day, in a light drizzle, with spade and shovel, pick and chisel, carrying cameras, charts, and signs, more paleontologists came in 2 straight lines.
Bonjour, messieurs paleontologists. Bonjour.
We have come to see if there are any more bones in back of your house, or anything else from prehistoric times.
Prehistoric times?
Oh, long before people were around to start writing history.
How long ago was that?
Well, the Stegosaurus lived 213 million years ago.
That is even older than Miss Clavel.
C'est vrai. Miss Clavel does not look a day over 212 million.
Dear.
There were really dinosaurs here in Paris?
There were dinosaurs all over the earth.
Just the way their relatives, the reptiles and birds, are now all over the earth.
But Paris was not Paris then.
And our garden was not our garden.
Mira, heavy machinery!
Bring the steam shovel in here, garçon!
My roses!
Oh, do not worry, mademoiselle. We just need to remove one little layer of dirt.
Oh! Oh dear!
Oops! Now, back it in here!
My radishes! Oh!
Je regrette, so sorry. The other way, boys!
Ay, ay, ay!
Oh! My pansies!
Oh dear, I too adore those pansies. But this is science.
Miss Clavel described the place to their head trustee, Lord Cuckooface. And he arrived with speed and grace.
May we have your permission, monsieur, to remove just one more teeny tiny little layer of dirt? It is for science.
For science? Anything for science.
But soon the dig got out of hand. It was not as Miss Clavel had planned. And while the diggers excavated, the little girls commiserated.
We want our house back!
Mes petites, do not be silly. We still have our house. Come, let us break our bread.
We love our bread, we love our butter, but most of all, we love each other.
Oh dear, after their grace was said, they found they had a lack of bread.
Digging is hard work, little girls. The crew has worked up quite an appetite.
When they brushed their teeth that night, it seemed that something was not right.
Someone has been using my toothbrush to clean rocks.
Who would think a single bone could create such a construction zone? The yard was so dug up and muddy that it was difficult to study.
Alors, Nicole, how much is 3 plus...
3 plus is je ne sais pas. I do not know.
It was hard to keep on learning while the earth outside was turning. Surely this would fail to please the chairman of the school's trustees.
Lord Cuckooface, it is impossible to...
Silence, s'il vous plaît. It is impossible to... Je regrette, but we must suspend the dig for the time being.
Très bien. We will leave. There is nothing more to be found here anyway. May we have your permission to take the bone to the museum?
Must they take it, Lord Cuckoo Face?
I'm sorry, Miss Clavel. It is for science.
Je regrette, Genevieve. You must say adieu to your bone.
Now the girls were quite alone, without the diggers, without the bone.
Are you certain this house is on our garden tour?
Oui, oui.
Très intéressant. Very interesting.
These will make our garden look nice until the new flowers and vegetables grow.
Oh, Madeline, you are quite the gardener.
Then Madeline went down to retrieve their beloved Genevieve.
Genevieve! Come out, Genevieve! It says adieu. Bye-bye. Oh, no! Genevieve! Miss Clavel, Genevieve is gone. She has gone away. Look! Genevieve has left a trail. It goes through here.
They checked the Jardin Tuileries.
Oh!
They even asked a friendly flea. They stopped at an old dog cafe, but Genevieve wasn't there that day. Their very favorite super hound was truly nowhere to be found. But the next day on the avenue, Madeline found an important clue.
Regarde, Pepito, look! The guide to vacant lots. I bet Genevieve is nearby. Pepito, did you hear something? Genevieve? Oh, Genevieve, how we missed you. I know you also miss your bone. And I think I know where you can find it. Voila! The Museum of Natural History.
Genevieve was full of vim when she saw her favorite limb.
Mesdames et messieurs, I'm happy to introduce the paleontologist who found this important bone.
Then who arrived most suddenly? The honored mayor of Paris.
Bonjour, mes amis. This thigh bone is just what we needed. Our stegosaurus skeleton is now complete. And for this very important discovery, we have only to thank Genevieve. I am honored to present you with this Medal of Honor.
Now smile, Genevieve.
Back at the old house that now had more vines, there were no more yelps and there were no more whines. And for Miss Clavel, it was not too hard to give up a portion of the yard.
This will be your own private garden, Genevieve. Oui, Genevieve. You may do whatever you like.
Early morning brought the sound of scratching dirt upon the ground.
Look! Genevieve has found another bone.
It looked like the other, though smaller in size. Everyone thought it was surely a prize. Once again, the experts came to see a bone that would bring fame.
Alors, the results are in.
Is it a Triceratops?
A pterodactyl? A Tyrannosaurus Rex?
Oh, wrong, mes enfants. It is a Mumusaurus.
A Moosaurus?
Mumusaurus, otherwise known as a cow. A very large cow, but a cow nonetheless.
That means Genevieve can keep her bone.
Genevieve was quite euphoric. Her new bone was not prehistoric.
Miss Clavel?
Oui?
The gardening committee is proud to present you with this special prize for originality in the Belle Paris Garden Tour.
Originality? Merci beaucoup.
Oui, it is not every day that you find such dear little potted plants in a city garden.
Not to mention such dear little hills.
Everyone left, and the girls broke their bread.
We love our bread, we love our butter, but most of all, we love each other.
And brushed their teeth and went to bed.
Good night, little girls. I hope you sleep well.
Good night, dear Miss Clavel.
Genevieve slept with her newly found bone. Although just a rump, she could call it her own. She curled up with her treasure right there on the floor, far, far in time from the last dinosaur. And that's all there is. There isn't any more. In an old house in Paris that was covered with vines lived 12 little girls in 2 straight lines. They left the house at 9:30. Rain or shine.
Dix, 11, 12.
Oh!
The smallest one was Madeline. One spring day, so fine and fair, a noise resounded through the air.
Qu'est-ce que c'est? What is that?
What is it, Madeline?
It was Pepito, the boy next door, the son of the Spanish ambassador.
What is happening?
The Prince of Monaco is arriving. He will be in tomorrow's royal parade.
The Prince of Monaco?
Magnifique.
The Prince of Harmonica?
Ah, Danielle, it is Monaco. Regardez, look here. Monaco is a very tiny but very beautiful country just next to France.
Monaco.
And I am Madeline.
I think this is yours.
Merci, Your Majesty. And I think this is yours.
What a surprise! What fun! What joy! His Royal Highness was just a boy.
Hola, Pierre. I see you have already met Madeline. And these are my other friends.
Pleased to meet you.
Bonjour, Your Majesty. Come, let us all play with my trains.
Here comes the Chugga. It's coming into the station.
But Madeline was in trouble, deep, with the prince's royal valet, Philippe.
You are the little girl who knocked over His Royal Highness and sent his crown zooming through the air.
I am so sorry, monsieur.
On page 359 of the royal rules, it says no bumping into the prince.
But it was an accident, monsieur.
It was an accident, Philippe. Oui, oui.
Page 431. The royal crown must always stay on the royal head. Page 578. And never be touched by the sticky fingers.
Oh, está bien. I have lots of other hats.
May I have a look?
Claro. This is my fireman's hat. This is my toreador's hat.
What a fine collection.
And this is my bicycle helmet. And this is my very favorite hat.
We call it the bad hat.
The bad hat?
It is a long story.
Let me see.
Zut alors! Don't you know the rule on page 211? No squishing the crown in the train wreck. Come, Your Majesty. It is time for your posture lessons.
That night, when all the girls were sleeping, Madeline heard the sound of weeping.
Pierre, what is wrong?
I hate being a prince. A prince never ever gets to have fun.
Pierre, listen. I have an idea. Come with us on our morning walk. We always have a fantastic time.
But Philippe will never let me.
Do not worry. Miss Clavel will have a word with him.
Merci, Madeline.
The very next morning at 9:30, the royal prince took his place in line. Now young Pierre was feeling fine.
Remember, Your Majesty, you must be back for the royal parade at 5 o'clock on the button.
No matter what he tried to play, the prince's crown got in the way.
Let us try a game of soccer.
See, boys against girls. Get it, Pierre!
I see it. I've got it. Ow!
Poor Pierre.
The morning wasn't going well, so they scurried home pell-mell.
Your crown, Pierre.
It is a useless piece of junk.
But Pierre, it is solid gold. There are many things I like to wish for. Things that can't be bought and can't be sold. A rainbow butterfly, a candy mountain high. But most of all, I'd like a crown of gold.
A crown of gold, gold, gold upon my head, head, head.
With emeralds green, 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 and rubies red, red, red.
A crown of gold, gold, gold. Look at it shine, shine, shine. I wish that crown, crown, crown could be all mine.
The cowboys wear big hats that hold in gallons, and little reds wear riding hoods for cold. But I take my beret and throw it far away if I could have a shiny crown of gold.
Did you know a crown of gold is heavy? Did you know a crown can make you sweat? To keep it shining bright, Takes morning, noon, and night. A crown of gold is more work than a pet. A crown of gold, gold, gold just isn't fun, fun, fun. You cannot play, play, play. You cannot run, run, run. People stare, stare, stare all over town, town, town. This crown of gold, 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 it weighs me down, down, down.
A crown of gold, gold, gold. Look at it shine, shine, shine. I wish that crown, crown, crown could be all mine.
We shall think of something to cheer you up.
May we have some ice cream, por favor?
Oui, ice cream.
I want vanilla. I want peppermint.
Oui, Pepito, that is a good idea.
Peppermint for me too.
Vanilla. Vanilla for vanilla. I want peppermint. And I would like chocolate. S'il vous plaît.
6 vanillas, 7 peppermints, and a cone of chocolate for the prince.
We still have some time before the parade.
Oui, the royal parade.
You know, Pierre, what you need is a holiday.
A holiday? Where would we go?
A holiday from your cape and crown. Put them away for a while and come with us to really see Paris.
Fantastique!
Good idea. Please, Miss Clavel, may we do it, s'il vous plaît?
Oui, but the royal cape and crown are very valuable. We must put them in a very safe place.
How about a very safe safe? We can keep them in the safe at the embassy. Merci, Pepito, but I'll put them in the safe myself. It is my duty.
So when it was 11:10, they left the old house yet again. Pierre enjoyed the Tuileries. He sailed a boat and climbed 2 trees. The people did not stop or stare. They didn't know a prince was there.
Allons-y, mes amis. Time to go.
They all came home. They all sat down. Then Pierre went to get his crown.
The crown! It is gone! The priceless crown of Monaco has been stolen! Zut alors!
What does it say to do, monsieur?
Voici stolen socks, stolen pajamas. Page 325, stolen crown. What to do? Panic!
The police were called. Danton 3-0, the number of Detective Moreau. But Moreau could not come right away. There had to be a slight delay.
The royal parade is only hours away.
I am so sorry, Philippe.
Zut alors!
Miss Clavel, we have no time to lose. We must find the thief.
You are right, Madeline. Let us begin the search tout de suite.
May I go, Miss Clavel? And me too?
Of course, we need you both.
Precisely at 1:29, they left the house in 2 straight lines.
Ready, Detective Madeline!
But where do we go first? Well, Danielle, if you had just stolen a priceless crown, where would you go?
I would go to the beauty salon.
The beauty salon?
So my hair would look fabulous under my crown.
Well, this conductor's hat was left inside the safe, so I bet the thief is on the metro.
Must be. You're right. To the metro!
They reached the nearest metro station with haste and great determination.
We must find your crown in time for the parade, Pierre.
As if in answer to her wishes, she noticed someone quite suspicious.
Regardez, look!
Pierre, is that your crown? Je ne sais pas. I do not know.
But before they could be sure, the woman headed for the door.
Do not let her get away!
They followed her. They did not stop. until they reached a fancy shop and saw that she was just a prop.
That lady is not real.
She is a dummy.
C'est ça, Madeline. Even great detectives can make mistakes.
They looked and looked all over town. Then they saw a shine and glimmer, a very ripply, crown-like shimmer.
There it is.
So in jumped Genevieve, the swimmer. The driver thanked the brave chien. How happy he was to see his hubcap again.
Regardez! Look!
There it is.
As they watched the crown of gold, Madeline did something very bold.
Madeline! That is the King of England.
Oh, excusez-moi, Your Majesty. You have a lovely crown.
They searched the streets and avenues till they exhausted all their clues.
The crown! Did you find the crown?
No, monsieur, we did not.
But the parade is just 2 hours away, and page 298 says the royal head needs a royal crown for the royal parade.
Perhaps Pierre could wear something else, like my bad hat.
Page 36 says, bad hat, bad idea.
But before she could say any more, the detective burst in through the door.
Everyone, clear the hallway. Look, a trail of spots. These spots lead directly to this hat tree.
The hat tree?
And to whom does the hat tree belong?
Pepito.
Pepito?
All eyes settled on Pepito. Could he be the bad bandito?
That means our case is now finito.
Attendez! Wait! Pepito is not the thief.
Then who is?
It is someone else in this room. Just as I suspected. It is someone who has recently eaten chocolate ice cream.
To Madeline, the case was clear. She whispered in the prince's ear.
Oui, Madeline, you are right. I must tell the truth. It was me.
What?
The prince himself?
Pierre the thief? It cannot be.
Oh, my.
Je regrette. I did not mean to get Pepito in trouble, and I did not really steal the crown. I just hid it.
But, Your Majesty, why would you do such a horrible, horrible thing?
Do not worry, mes amis. I think we can help him. We must hurry.
Without a moment's hesitation, in the spirit of cooperation, they worked on Madeline's creation.
Voila! It is perfect! Now I must find the unhappy prince.
Hola, Pierre.
Bonjour, Pierre. We brought you your crown.
But I do not want it. When I wear it, I cannot run and play.
Yes, you can. You can even play soccer.
Oh, Madeline, you saw what happened when I tried to play soccer wearing my crown.
Oui, but we have fixed it. Voila, your new improved crown.
Anda, Pierre. Merci, mes amis. This is a wonderful invention.
It was miraculous indeed. The prince could run with lightning speed.
I believe you have scored the goal. Bon. Merci, Madeline. You have made Pierre very happy.
It was a pleasure, monsieur.
To express the gratitude of the people of Monaco, I invite you and your friends to be in the royal parade.
There was a noisy crowd that day on the wide Champs-Élysées. There were floats from near and far, from England and from Zanzibar. There was a handsome Arab sheik. Next, a float from Mozambique. Then, as Monaco's float came near, the crowd let out a boisterous cheer. They were quite happy with Pierre.
The French people love you, Your Majesty.
I think they love my royal court as well.
The girls wore crowns of red and blue, made of paper, tape, and glue. They rode the float in 2 straight lines, all except for Madeline.
Merci, Philippe. You saved me. But I ruined your book.
Do not worry, Madeline. I have it memorized. Page 644 says, who cares about these silly rules anyway?
At home, they had a snack of bread
We love our bread, we love our butter, but most of all, we love each other.
and brushed their teeth and went to bed. In the middle of the night, Miss Clavel turned on her light and said,
Something is not right.
and afraid of a disaster, Miss Clavel ran fast and faster.
This is mine.
No, that one was mine.
Girls, whatever is the matter?
Nicole says this is her crown, but I know that it is mine.
No, it is mine. Mine had the biggest jewels, red rubies.
Chloe, Nicole, you are silly to fight. They are not real jewels, only sparkly pieces of paper.
Oui, Madeline. The real jewels are all around you.
Where?
Jewels? I do not see any jewels.
Your friends. They are your jewels. A good friend is a priceless possession.
I am sorry, Chloe.
Then Miss Clavel went out the door. And that's all there is. There isn't any more. In an old house in Paris that was covered with vines,
Allons-y, Geneviève.
lived 12 little girls in 2 straight lines. They left the house at 9:30 in 2 straight lines. In rain or shine. The smallest one was Madeline. Wherever the girls went, their dog went too. There was nothing Geneviève could not do. Everybody loved her well, all the girls and Miss Clavel.
Madeline, I believe that Genevieve is the smartest dog in all of Paris.
Excusez-moi, Miss Clavel, but that is not correct.
No?
No. Genevieve is the smartest dog in all the world.
Oui, Madeline, that is correct.
As Genevieve walked from door to door, her many friends would say, "Bonjour." One day, Genevieve began to bark when she saw a poster near the park. A contest would be held to see which dog was the finest in Paris.
A competition to find the finest dog in all of Paris? Genevieve, that is you.
Without a doubt. Why, look.
Her coat is so shiny. And so is her nose.
Her manners are perfect.
Mais oui, it's true. The finest dog in Paris, I mean in all the world, is Genevieve.
In the 12 little girls' adoring eyes, their dog had already won first prize.
What other dog can juggle, multiply, and sing all at once?
Bravo,
Genevieve! Yay!
So the girls groomed Genevieve from head to toe to make sure she would win the best in show.
You are the best-smelling dog in Paris, n'est-ce pas? And the bravest, too.
For they recalled Genevieve the Brave, who had saved Madeline from a watery grave. But when the time to leave drew near, Miss Clavel cried, oh dear, what an awful mess you girls have made here."
Pardonnez-moi, Miss Clavel. I know we have made a mess, but it was worth it. Look at our Genevieve. Is she not the perfect dog?
Oui, Madeline. Genevieve is the perfect dog. Now let us make the room as clean as this doggy.
In the blink of an eye, the old house was neat. And the girls all headed up the street. Dogs of every shape and size came to try for the famous prize. But Madeline did not worry a bit. Her dog would win. She was sure of it.
May I help you, little girl?
My friends and I want to enter Genevieve in the competition. S'il vous plaît.
Very well. Here is your entry number.
No, this will not do.
Just when Genevieve was about to enter, a man stepped forward front and center.
This dog cannot compete.
No.
What is the reason for this?
This dog cannot compete because she has no pedigree.
A mixed breed of highly uncertain heritage. She is not good enough for this show. No, and again, no.
That is true. She has no pedigree. But we will go get one. Come Come, let us go to the pedigree shop.
Impossible, Madeline. A pedigree shows that the dog's parents are both the same breed, and Genevieve is a mixture.
The dog could not enter with no pedigree, but Madeline and her friends did not agree.
We do not need a pedigree to know that Genevieve is the best dog in the world.
Yes, yes, yes. We love you, Genevieve.
Certainement.
Now all of Paris will never know what a wonderful dog you are.
The girls were feeling sad and blue till Madeline said,
This won't do. We know that Genevieve is the best doggy, and now we must show the others. Allons-y!
Because Madeline showed so much emotion, she ended up causing quite a commotion.
What do you mean Genevieve cannot enter? She is magnifique. She is sympathique.
She is pathetic.
No, madame. You are wrong. My Genevieve is a wonderful friend. She is faithful and true. She even saved my life, and she deserves the chance to prove to the world that she is the perfect dog. Some dogs bark, some dogs bite, but my dog tucks me in at night. Some dogs howl, some dogs yelp, but you can call my dog for help.
She's perfect, perfect, perfect. She's the perfect dog. Give her a test. You'll see that she's the best.
Some dogs growl, some dogs whine, but mine can whistle Madeline. Some dogs chase, some dogs flee, might swim across the sea.
She's perfect, perfect, perfect. She's the perfect dog. Give her a test. You'll see that she's the best.
Some dogs scratch, some dogs lick, but my dog does arithmetic. Some dogs fight, some defend, but my dog is a girl's best friend.
She's perfect, perfect, perfect. She's the perfect dog. Give her a test. You'll see that she's the best.
She needs no test. I know that she is the best.
Ugh. I do not care what you say. She is still a mutt, and she does not belong in this show. There is only one person who can decide. We will ask the judge for his opinion.
The judge then held a consultation, checking every regulation.
No cats, no bunnies, no gray squirrels, no grown-ups, no boys, and... oui, no girls.
After lengthy discussion, the judge concluded that mixed breeds like Genevieve could be included. So Genevieve took her rightful position in the All-Paris Dog Show competition. As hunters, the dogs looked most attractive.
Perfect hunting form. Ah bon, a born hunter.
But Genevieve was much less active.
Aren't you going to point? Fantastic! A perfect retriever!
Congratulations, mon ami.
Heel!
In obedience, all the dogs did well. Oh! But only Genevieve did excel.
Magnifique! 100%. Poodle, bon. Afghan hound, très bien. Bulldog, très bien.
Goodness, those other dogs are doing very well.
Oui, Miss Clavel. But don't worry, they cannot hold a candle to our Genevieve.
In appearance, no one could quite compare with Genevieve and her amazing hair.
And what breed shall I put down?
She had a talent very rare.
Aha, a poodle! Oh, an Afghan? No, a bulldog!
It pays to be a mixed breed, doesn't it, ma petite chienne?
Incredible! 110%!
And when the time came to retrieve, no one did better than Genevieve.
Extraordinaire! 120%!
Even in the hardest test, Genevieve was proclaimed the best.
150%!
Her competitors were not impressed. But no one was surprised to know that Genevieve won Best of Show.
Bravo, Genevieve, très bien.
And then a shout came from below,
No, no, no! It cannot be so!
saying Genevieve had not won Best of Show.
No?
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 No!
And why is this so?
Because, mesdames et messieurs, this so-called champion, this mutt, this Genevieve, has got a flea.
A flea?
The presence of a tiny flea made everyone act crazily.
A flea?
Genevieve, I know you do not have a flea.
Though Genevieve was calm and quiet,
Perhaps she got it from one of them.
the rest of the show was thrown into a riot.
Quelle horreur! These fleas are everywhere!
The crowd went wild with yells and screams. Worse than Miss Clavel's most awful dreams. It is hard to believe that a tiny flea could cause so much anxiety.
Oh, my.
Oh, dear. Oh, no.
Nemo! My little Nemo!
Cher Foufou, help!
Those well-bred doggies could not swim, and that's when Genevieve dived right in.
Genevieve!
large dogs and small. She saved them all.
That's our dog.
My Genevieve.
Genevieve, with a score of 300%, I pronounce you best of show.
As Genevieve received the prize, the audience all had teary eyes.
Vive Genevieve!
And then the mare did arrive. Although she had no pedigree, Genevieve won the key to Paris. She had saved the mare's dog, you see. Applause continued strong and loud. Genevieve was very proud.
I always knew you were the perfect dog, Genevieve.
The whole city seemed to celebrate the victory of a dog so great. The girls could not wait to spread the good news. But first, they had to clean their shoes.
Save me, Genevieve! Save me!
I crown you queen of the royal bath.
The rest of the evening was strictly fun.
We love our bread, we love our butter, but most of all, we love each other.
With special treats for everyone.
Ooh, and we also love le gâteau au chocolat.
At bedtime, teeth were brushed just right. Then everybody said good night.
Good night, little girls. I hope you sleep well.
Good night, dear Miss Clavel.
And Miss Clavel turned off the light.
Good night, Genevieve. Come on, Genevieve. A heroine like you deserves a soft bed.
Madeline felt it was only right to switch beds with Genevieve just for one night.
After all, she is the perfect dog.
So Madeline slept soundly on the floor. And that's all there is. There isn't any more. In an old house in Paris that was covered with vines, danced 12 little girls in 2 straight lines. The smallest one was Madeline.
Attention, girls. It is 9:20.
They left the house at 9:30 in 2 straight lines, in rain or shine. They did not pause along the way when they were going to ballet. They'd hurry up and down each street, for ballet lessons were a treat.
Regardez!
Huh? Oh, Pepito, see what happens to foolish boys?
Each girl would take her special place and try to dance with style and grace.
Students, I have an announcement to make.
One day, the teacher broke tradition and announced a very special audition.
Gaston de Valmont has invited you all to audition for an upcoming production of The Happy Swan at l'Opéra.
The girls were to try out right away for the city's most famous corps de ballet.
Gaston de Valmont, the ballet master of l'opéra. Magnifique!
Suddenly, the girls felt small as they approached the famous hall.
It's just like a dream.
Madeline,
Do you think I'm ready, Miss Clavel?
just do your very best, Madeline, and you will be just fine.
Through the gates, the 12 girls flitted, but their friend, Pepito, was not admitted.
Follow me, girls.
As the time of audition began to draw near, the girls were suddenly filled with fear.
What if I fall? What if I fail? Come, girls. There's really nothing to worry about. I believe Monsieur de Valmont is just an ordinary person.
Monsieur de Valmont was tall and imperious, and he looked to be extremely serious.
I am Gaston de Valmont, and this is our prima ballerina.
Do you know who that is? That is her. Oh, I cannot believe it.
He presented a dancer of worldwide fame. Tatiana Darlova was her name. To be like her was Madeline's aim.
Attention! Tatiana will now demonstrate the steps for your audition for The Happy Swan. There you have it. Step forward, mademoiselle.
With your head held high and courage in your heart, you cannot fail. Courage, ma petite.
Courage, Chloe. Courage, Madeline.
Suddenly, Madeline began to quake, afraid of making any mistake.
Very well, begin.
Just do your very best, Madeline, and you will be just fine.
Courage.
Throughout the audition, the girls did fine, except perhaps for Madeline.
Enough!
Then, after a moment of reflection, de Valmont began to make his selection.
You will dance in The Happy Swan. And you.
He picked the dancers one by one, and soon his work was almost done.
Oh, please, please pick Madeline.
I do not think this one will do. No, entirely too small.
He chose each girl along the line, except for one girl, Madeline. Madeline wished that the day would just end, when suddenly she was helped out by a friend.
Her legs are too short. She's entirely too small. And she wobbled.
I wobbled too the first time I auditioned for you, Gaston.
So you did, Tatiana. Very well. I will give her another chance. You! One more time, s'il vous plaît, mademoiselle. First position, plié.
Though Madeline thought she would not get to dance, suddenly she got a second chance.
You will dance.
Bon, Madeline!
Oh, I love
Oh, merci, monsieur. Merci mille fois.
Thank heavens!
You will not be sorry.
We shall see.
De Valmont led the girls down the hall, showing them the costumes and all.
On the left, costumes.
Hey!
On the right, dressing rooms.
Oh.
And here is where you will rehearse.
Once the girls had passed their auditions, they began to dance their repetitions.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2.
They practiced all day, all evening, and night.
3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
Until it was time to put out the light.
Little girls, even Tatiana Darlova herself must sleep.
Soon they all fell asleep without making a peep, and Madeline danced the ballet in her sleep.
If I practice my pliés, I know I will go far. Oh, to be, I can be, I will be a star.
A star, a star.
I know I will go far. I'll do my pirouette.
From Toulouse to Tibet.
The people all will wow. I'll take a great big bow. I know I can go far. I will be a star. I'll bend and stretch and arabesque each day at the bar. Oh, to be, I can be, I will be a star. And when I do my solo, they'll send a brand new car. Oh, to be, I can be, I will be a star.
A star, a star.
I know I will go far. The people all will wow. I'll take an extra bow.
You cannot stop me now. I know I can go far. I will be a star. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4.
In the morning, the girls prepared diligently when Pepito appeared in the nearest tree.
Stop it, Pepito. We are trying to practice.
You call that practice? I call that hopping about like frogs. That's what you look like. Ribbit, ribbit.
Pepito, stop that. We are swans, not frogs.
He teased the girls about ballet until Miss Clavel led them away.
Come on, girls. Monsieur de Valmont will be waiting.
Ribbit.
At their rehearsal, the girls twirled about while Monsieur de Valmont checked them out.
Très bien, Nicole. Very nice. Charming, Chloe. You are a happy swan indeed.
He handed out compliments one by one, but for poor Madeline, he had none.
You have worked hard. I believe you are ready to rehearse with Tatiana Darlova.
Oh, Tatiana. the greatest ballerina in the world.
Brilliant as always, Tatiana. Good work, Nicole and Danielle.
Though Madeline practiced and she persisted, Gaston de Valmont didn't know she existed.
Madeline, you are making progress.
Oh no, Miss Clavel. Monsieur de Valmont didn't even notice me. If only I were taller.
Remember, Madeline, you must have courage.
Oui, Miss Clavel, I have courage, but it does not make me 1 inch taller.
The next day, the girls returned to the hall, not knowing Pepito had followed them all. By the time she received her pretty tutu, Madeline was feeling blue, trying to figure out what to do.
Voilà, Nicole. One for you, Danielle. Your tutu,
Merci
Chloe.
beaucoup.
There you go, mademoiselle.
Merci, Monsieur de Valmont.
Attention, we will now prepare for the dress rehearsal.
But Madeline forgot the blues when she spied a pair of red toe shoes.
Oh, if I had shoes like those, I could dance on my toes just like Tatiana.
Very quickly, with no time to lose, Madeline decided to borrow the shoes.
And if I danced on my toes, I'd be taller. Today I am certain that Monsieur de Valmont will notice me.
Places, everyone!
Dress rehearsal was about to begin when an uninvited guest popped in.
Music maestro, s'il vous plaît.
Across the stage danced Madeline, looking great and feeling fine. And then, on stage, Tatiana whirled, and among all the girls, she twirled. For Madeline, it was sheer bliss. And then something went amiss.
Horrible!
Terrible!
What a calamity!
While Tatiana spun faster and faster, Madeline caused a complete disaster, which horrified the ballet master.
My precious swans! Stop right now!
Madeline, watch out! The scenery!
Where it would end was anyone's guess,
Oh no!
but Miss Clavel saved them from further distress.
Merci.
And Madeline humbly begged forgiveness.
Je regrette, monsieur. But do not worry, I will not dance in the ballet tomorrow or ever again.
Mademoiselle! Mademoiselle! Ah, that is too bad. I believe that young lady might give a performance Perry will never forget. As for you, my young intruder, I can use you. You come with me.
Oui, monsieur.
Madeline found a place to hide, and then she cried and cried and cried. But someone was standing by her side.
Poor Madeline, I know how you must feel.
All I wanted was to get Monsieur de Valmont to notice me. And now I will never be a prima ballerina like you.
I remember another little girl who tried to wear toe shoes before she was ready. She knocked down the entire corps de ballet.
Like me?
That girl was fired, but she worked hard, and one day she became a prima ballerina.
Vraiment?
Really? Yes. You see, chère Madeline, that girl was me.
Tatiana's words gave the girl quite a lift, but she never expected a special gift. A pair of gray slippers, not fancy, it seems, but shoes that would help a young girl with her dreams.
And if you keep practicing, someday you will earn the right to wear toe shoes.
Merci beaucoup, mademoiselle. But I will not dance in the ballet tomorrow night. They will not let me.
Oh, but you will. In fact, I insist upon it.
Tatiana's gray slippers fit her just right and gave Madeline courage to dance that night.
Oh, look! Regardez!
Pepito, what are you doing here?
Monsieur de Valmont gave me a very important role. Yes, all he has to do is walk across the stage.
Make sure you don't hop like a frog.
Ribbit! Madeline, I never thought I'd be on stage at l'opera tonight.
Neither did I.
Oh, how do you like this?
Do not worry, Gaston.
Very well, Tatiana. But I will hold you completely responsible for that little girl.
Absolument.
Places, everyone!
With your head held high and courage in your heart, you cannot fail. Courage, girls. I know you will do fine.
Pepito, that's your cue.
I know, but my legs won't move.
Pepito, that's your cue.
Bravo, Pepito. Here comes our cue.
Then, like magic, the dancing started, and Madeline suddenly felt lighthearted. They all did their steps without hesitation, but Tatiana created a real sensation.
Magnifique!
Marvelous!
The applause continued, the girls bowed too. It was Madeline's perfect dream come true.
Oh, Madeline, don't you wish you were a prima ballerina?
Maybe someday I will be.
It took many bows that night, and then the girls returned back home again.
Good night, my little dancers.
Miss Clavel said goodnight at the door. And that's all there is. There isn't any more.